Thank you, Fonz, for giving me opportunity to interview you for my YouTube channel and podcast.
Of course. Of course. Thank you for the invite. Appreciate it.
I've gone through your profile and I came to know that you are lead product designer and global conversation at Netflix.
hmm Yeah. Like it's the growth team. We focus on getting more users subscribed for Netflix. That's my main goal is to keep increasing our subscriber count. Hopefully to get us to a billion.
Wonderful. So before talking about you and the work that you are doing and about the work that you did, can you please introduce yourself to my audience?
Sure. My name is Alfonso Morris. I go by Fonz Morris. I live in San Jose, which is Silicon Valley. I am a lead product designer at Netflix. I've been there about 2 years. And before that, I was at a learning platform called Coursera. I'm a self taught designer. I've worked in entrepreneurship and corporate America back and forth, building companies and just growing companies. And now I'm doing a lot of mentoring to make sure that I can help get more people into the product design space and just living life.
Wonderful. So what exactly you do in Netflix?
My team focuses on increasing our subscriber count. So right now we're at about 220 million. We're trying to get to 500 million and then figure out how to get to a billion. So we're always trying to figure out where these subscribers are. Are they new people who don't know about Netflix? Are they people who left and could potentially come back? That's what we're always trying to figure out who they are and how to talk to them and get them to come back.
Um, Awesome. Before coming to Netflix, you worked in different places.
hmm
So what was the first job that you did?
My first job was I started a design agency after I got out of college, and I just started doing logos and promotional flyers and any kind of digital graphic arts that people needed to be able to get my design career started. And then after that, I got my first corporate job as a art director at a money transfer company. But my first job was working for myself as the founder of a digital agency.
So I can see multimedia lab tech support, Georgia State University.
hmm So the Georgia State job was working in this multimedia lab that the university opened up, and they pretty much furnished it with all new PC equipment, all new Mac, all new multimedia software, laptops, and I just moved into the lab and taught myself all of the skills I needed to start the design agency. So that job was the job working in the lab, and while in that lab, I taught myself everything I needed to actually start my design career.
Awesome. Then you became art director at Ecobo.
Which is the money transfer company. Yep.
Awesome.
And
So how
that was
was that?
fun. Like it was fun. I mean, it was a great job because it allowed me to see that I could get paid for the skills that I taught myself. So that felt like my first official real job in the design world since I was getting paid by somebody else. And then I was able to redesign the website and learn a lot and just build that first round of confidence that you need to continue to excel in design.
Great. And your founder and creative director for Third Eye Designs at
hmm
2000 to 2010, 10 years, 6 months.
Yeah, so that was the agency that I started from college, and I kept that running for a long time. And then after we created, so that agency grew, and we ended up getting acquired by one of our clients. And then once we got acquired, that's when I stopped doing Third Eye Designs, and that's when I started doing Martis DNA, which was a content management system product that we developed. But Third Eye Designs was really successful, man. I'm glad that I took that leap out there into entrepreneurship. Yeah, I learned a lot.
Awesome. And you worked as a senior product designer at Attention Global from
Hmm.
May 2013 to September 2013.
Yeah. So that was just an agency. I started I started an agency, so I had a lot of agency experience. And then when I moved back to New York City, I was trying to figure out what kind of industry I wanted to work in. And because I had experience in the agency industry, I wanted to go back in there because I was able to work on a lot of different cool projects, a lot of different brands, and show my skill and work with cool people. And I thought I wanted to stay in agency, but I really by this point had started to be more interested in product design.
I got you. And you're founder and head of design from My Artist DNA. And
Right.
from 2010 to 2015, 5 years.
Right. So that was the product that when we got acquired by our customer, they put up the angel funding for us to build our own product, and that's what we built. It was Marty's DNA. It was a content management system for independent artists and brands to help them monetize their work. If you were an artist, sell music. If you were a painting, sell paintings. If you were a fashion designer, sell your your merchandise. We built a destination site for individual brands that had a video player, audio player built in, store, contact form, back end, CMS. So everything you needed to be able to actually sell your product. And we did that for about 5 years. And then we ran out of funding and I went back into corporate America.
Awesome. And you worked as an art designer, senior UX designer, High Five Games from
Hmm.
September 2013 to June 2015 for
Yep.
1 year, 11 months. How was that?
Yeah. That was fun because it was at a video game company. So I was able to actually be in one of the video games. I was able to work around some really talented people and see how video games are created. And I was able to learn a lot about the other side of business. That was where I first started to really learn about Facebook marketing because they did a lot of marketing to be able to keep traffic coming to the game. So that was my first understanding that companies spend millions of dollars on advertising to be able to convert those people over. So that's where the conversion side really started to become interesting to me as well. But the video games were really high quality games, and we worked hard to make sure that the visuals were always top notch and the ads were creative. Really fun time to be able to at least clean up my visual design skills and really try to always stay focused on what gets people's attention and will convince them to keep spending money because that's what most companies want.
And you are a lead growth designer at My Channel Incorporation from
Hmm.
2016 to 2017, 1 year, 10 months.
Yep. The same people who I did my first company with, they started a second company. They raised more money, and this was more in the video conferencing space, and that's what kind of company my channel was. So we were trying to go in the same lane as a Zoom, where we did video conferencing, but we added this other layer called sentiment analysis, where we were trying to get more out of the chats and get more out of the user engagement to be able to take that data and improve the experience. That was another good experience because I was able to build another product from scratch and actually launch it. So that's why I'm confident in being able to execute on products because I've built two of them from scratch and successfully launched them. But being a startup is really hard as well. You have to raise money and then you have to keep money coming in to keep the investors interested. And we didn't raise a lot of money for this because we started making money fast. But once we lost one of our major clients, it was kind of hard to keep the business running. So that's when I realized at this point, I'm not married, I have a kid, I can't do the startup thing anymore. I need stability. And that's when I went and got the job at Coursera after that.
Okay. And you worked at Coursera full time, 1 year,
Hmm
10 months.
Yep. Coursera was a great opportunity. We were able to rebrand the whole company and we took the company IPO. They just went IPO in 2021. I was able to launch a lot of influential projects. I helped relaunch the degree program. I helped redesign the internal advertising platform that we use. I redesigned our course pages. I redesigned the homepage. I had a lot of impact. I had a lot of internal programs that I launched to help employees get free well, the employees, friends and families be able to use Coursera to learn on a platform as opposed to just employees. I also launched another platform that allowed Coursera to partner with different reentry organizations that's helping people who were involved in the criminal justice system coming back into society, helping them get access to Coursera. So like I was able to have a lot of impact at Coursera. It was a great opportunity for me.
Great. And you worked as a cohort member at first round founding designer track from 2020 to
Hmm
May 2022, July 2023 months. How was
So
that?
that's not really a job. That was more of a organization, a accelerator that I was invited to join, and it was First Round Capital is a really famous venture capital firm out of Silicon Valley, and they were trying to build a program to help bring designers together who have had experience as being the founding designer of a company and share that experience and help take that information and give it to other designers who may want to be a founding designer. So that was my entryway into meeting and building partnerships with a venture capital firm. And it was an exciting program. I also met a lot of really good designers there that I'm still friends with to today.
Awesome. And you worked as a building breakthrough cohort member at Floodgate from
Hmm
for about 3 months.
hmm That was the same thing along the same lines of me trying to get introduced into the venture capital world and these different firms. They have these programs that help you get introduced to the space. And that was another amazing program. Floodgate is a really, really successful and popular VC firm out of Silicon Valley. So I was excited to work with them and the networking. And I'm really cool with one of the managing partners. I just reached out to her to say Happy New Year and to see when we can schedule some time to talk. And networking is big out here, and access is important. And you have to know people to really be successful out here in Silicon Valley. So that's why I spend a lot of time networking and meeting people because it goes a long way.
Great. And you worked as a growth council member and a design advisor at Single Fire from
Hmm
2019 October to present. Right now, you're working from 2 years, 4 months.
hmm So that's another program where it allows me to stay involved in the VC world and building these relationships and growing these relationships and talking to these portfolio companies from these venture capital firms and advising them on ways to potentially either grow their user base or grow their brand. And just once again, having that access to these companies is really, really important for your personal career growth. So I've tried to build these relationships to be able to show my value to these companies, and they've all been really, really exciting to work with. So all three of those programs have introduced me to a whole new group of people, but they've also given me a lot of information that I now can use to help figure out where I want to go in the future.
Great. And how all these experiences from in different companies in different positions, doing different works helped you in your present job as a lead product designer and global conversation at Netflix.
They just helped me be a lot more open-minded and allow me to grow as opposed to just staying in one job and only doing one thing. By working at different companies, they've allowed me to grow different skills, meet different people, solve different and bigger problems, and just be diverse in design so that I feel I can help more by being more diverse and open-minded. So some people would prefer to stay at one company for a long time, and that's cool. I always want to move to continuously allow myself to have upward mobility. And sometimes you got to take the risk to move to another company to do that. But I'm willing to do that. Like, I'm a risk taker. So I'm glad that I've had these opportunities to be able to help me keep going and growing. And there's no telling where the future goes. More and more bigger opportunities keep coming my way every day.
How you are able to handle this business aspect in you and this technical aspect in you?
Just time management. I've been doing it for a long time, and like, I try my best to be organized, and I don't try to do it all by myself. So I have a lot of amazing partners in different avenues and areas, and I'm honest about my timing and what I can commit and what I can't and things like that. So by being by being focused and organized and prioritizing, it just allows me to always put the energy where it needs to go as opposed to just churning.
Communicating with the machine and communicating with the people.
Mhm.
What is your favorite?
Communicating with the people. Like, I like people. Like, I'm a people person. Like, I grew up in New York City, so I grew up around a lot of people, being social, and I love humans, and I can learn a lot from people, and I value other humans. So I would definitely say communicating with the people.
What do you think that is working for you in order to make things possible?
I just I'm just very driven. I try not to make excuses. I put a lot of time and effort into everything I do. I'm a nice guy. I'm a friendly guy. I do what I say I'm gonna do. I support a lot of people, so people want to support me in return. And I'm excited and passionate about what I do. So most people, they gravitate to people that are passionate about things because that's what you need to usually be successful about something. That passion, that extra want, that extra desire to get stuff done, it's exciting to people. So that's the energy that I give off, and I think that really does help, as well as keeping people interested in me and my brand and wanting to help me grow.
What are the skills that you have?
A ton of them. I mean, I'm a product designer, I'm a communicator, I'm a decision maker, I'm a visionary, I I'm a leader. I mm, uh, I can go on for days and days and days. I have a good eye for design. Like, I have a good eye for creativity. I'm creative. Like, I'm a team player. There's a ton of skills I have that I'm always growing every day.
So you're observing the market and you're seeing what is working and you're working towards in order to make connect the points. So what is that driving force? What is that inspiration or the motivation that is making you to do it?
My family, my love for design, my love of life, being grateful and thankful for where I am right now, and then being able to provide and take care for my family and of my family. When you work hard and you can start to make money and provide for your family in ways that when you were growing up, you wished you could do it. So to make it to the point where you can, it feels great to be able to help out with whatever your family needs, whether somebody's in a gym or somebody needs support in any kind of way, being able to do that, it really feels good. So you gotta stay working hard to be able to continue to do that.
How you are able to adapt to the new things? I can see you worked in completely different companies and in different positions.
I love what I do, and I'm a lifelong learner. So I'll take the time to learn, to focus, and dedicate to something to learn it enough to be able to use it to my benefit. And once again, I like what I do. So to learn a new technology is fun. It's not boring or homework. It's great. It's what's this new exciting thing that I could potentially be a part of. So that's how it's just always been with every new job or with every new technology or every new societal shift that happens. I'm always just curious. I'm a curious person, and I also really like innovation. So all of those type of things is the world we're living in now. So I'm just constantly reading and researching and asking questions and meeting people to always keep learning.
You're working in one of the top companies in the world. What's your feeling?
I'm proud of myself for working as hard to get here. I also feel obligated to support other people trying to get into design so one day they could work at a company like Netflix or just be in design. I also feel a lot of responsibility. It's a big job. We have a lot of customers that are relying on us to continuously produce a great product. So there's a lot of responsibility. I feel excited because we're solving big problems, and like I'm happy because I'm doing well in the company, and I like the fact that Netflix has a lot of resources that I can use to help myself as well as help the community grow. So like I feel grateful, fortunate, proud, happy, excited, just to name a few.
How do you relate the things that you have with 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 the things that are that you are producing or that you are sending into the market and getting customers?
I just try to put myself in all of our customer shoes. So I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about everybody on this podcast when we're making our decisions as opposed to only deciding what I think is best for me. I'm more thinking about what would our users across the globe think about, or what do they use Netflix for? What problems are we solving for them? So I just have a lot of user empathy, and that allows me to to stay grounded on the decisions that we need to make sure that everybody continues to love Netflix and we continue to be the number one streaming platform.
So you said you are a great communicator. So
Hmm.
what do you think that makes anything? It can be a software, it can be a product, or it can be a human being, or anything which works to connect with everything in the world.
Uh, like I'm not sure I understand that question. Um, when you say what makes me a great communicator, or what makes anything a great communicator?
Yeah, anything.
Well, like it's tricky because it's about information and context and giving people enough information to understand what's going on. So if you use a website that gives you too much information, then now that's overload and you may get confused. If you don't put enough information, then people are going to have questions. So if you figure out what's that right medium that gives people enough info they need to have the context to either make a decision or decide to pay for something, then that's that sweet spot. And I think that same thing carries over to humans, where you are giving people enough info to understand what's going on, but you're also a good listener. so you can hear what they're saying, and then you're responding or answering the questions based off of what they asked you. So you're giving them the knowledge they need to be educated, and then you're giving them the answers or the decisions that they need to do whatever they need to do. So that's the same thing, like software and people. It's all about sharing information and problem solving. So if a computer can do it easily and a human can, then they're both going to be successful at communicating.
What is the relation between humanity and technology?
I think technology is a part of humanity now, where I think, I mean, humanity are the humans. We make up society, but society is not only made up of humans, society is also made up of technology now. And technology is so woven into society and so a part of our day to day life that I feel is kind of our partner now, where we have computers, laptops, pacemakers, cell phones, um, IoT, TVs, electric cars, electricity, extra widgets and things in your cars, apps. So technology is so intertwined into society that I would say it now feels like technology is our partner.
What is that particular point which makes any product to reach everywhere?
I think when it solves the right problem on a big enough scale, there's certain problems that are the same all across the board, no matter where you live. And if you have an app or a piece of a product or software or hardware that can solve this problem, no matter where this problem is happening, then there you have it. It's just not that easy to build that.
Is that possible to create a product which connects with maximum number,
Is there a product that connects with what?
with maximum number of people?
Uh, yeah. I mean, if you think of a program like Facebook that has billions of users, if you think of a platform like Google that is now a utility, it's so ingrained in society that yes, I think those are two perfect examples of products that are that have reached more people than we've probably ever thought software could reach. Or if you think of the internet is still software and that connects billions and billions of people every second. So I would say yes, there is a product that can reach maximum people, but you have to be thinking on a big enough scale and thinking and trying to solve really big problems for it to be able to really reach the maximum amount of people.
Can you solve every problem that you face with the experience that you have?
No, because new problems come around. I can try. Now I can try, but will I always be able to? I don't know. But because new problems are, you might not have faced something before. You may have faced something similar that may have been in the same area, but it may not be that same specific problem. So you're most likely going to need to learn some stuff. And like I said, I'm always interested in learning more. So I'll try my best to solve the problem with the current experience I have, but I won't limit it to that. I'm always open to learning and doing more research and things like that.
Doing different trying to solve different problems, or trying to see some things in a different perspective, uh, do that help in making things done?
Yeah, that's what I was saying about user empathy, putting myself in other people's shoes to understand where everybody's coming from and what problem they have or what solution they're looking for so that you're more well-rounded and open-minded with your results. I think that's how you end up building products that are more diverse, inclusive, and actually solve multiple people's problems.
How your tech career helped you in developing your personality?
Ah, because it's allowed me to realize that I have to be a team player to be successful. And to be a team player, you're gonna have to be respectful and be nice and understanding and cooperative and things like that. So because that's what it takes to be successful in tech, I've adapted those to my personal way of living. And like I'm a team player with my family. I'm respectful to my peers. So it's like my life and my work are kind of blurred because like I'm doing both all the time. I don't have to switch off something because I'm at work or turn on something because I'm at home.
So you said you are very organized.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
what
I
are
just take lists. Like I make a lot of to-do lists, a lot of to-do lists always. And like I said, I'm big on communication. So if I'm working with you on something, I'm going to reach out to you whenever I need information to get what I need done. And I'm always going to make myself available to you as well. So, and then I use a calendar like most people, and I make sure we talk enough and that we're all on the same page about deadlines and milestones and responsibilities so that everybody can just go off and go do what they need to do.
if I say you to compare yourself when you started your first job, that
Hmm.
person with the person who is sitting now and talking with me,
Hmm.
what is the
Uh,
difference?
just a little older and a little wiser, but still as hungry, still as passionate about design, still as nice and friendly, still as curious. Like I've just I just have more gray hairs on my face and a little more money in my bank account, but I'm still the same guy.
What that great quality which makes you be in the top?
I'm just passionate about what I do. And like I said, people like passion. And I'm really passionate about what I do. So that passion allows me to always be excited about work and to be dedicated and be excited and focused and reliable. So, but I would say it's my passion. That's probably my passion and my drive. Those two things together can take anybody really far, honestly, not just me.
So you are a leader too. So what do you do in order to make people work for you?
You have to be a good communicator because you have to explain people what you need and you need to be able to hear from them what they need and you need to be able to meet them halfway so that you get what you need, they get what they need, and we just keep that cycle going. So the respect needs to be there. Like I said, you need to be a good listener. You need to be clear and be able to explain things clear, and you need to be reliable, and you need to be caring about other people as well. Make sure that you check in with people, see where they are, see how they're doing, make sure that they're good mentally and physically so that they can keep showing up for the team.
So you worked in different positions in different companies. So it's one experience is completely different from other. So what
Hmm.
you're carrying with yourself every day?
Optimism, just knowing that I'm good at what I do and I'm here to do that job and to provide that value. Like I'm confident on the value I bring to a position, no matter which position I'm in. And I just show up every day and just give 125%. And that usually is more than enough. So no matter what position I'm in, it's that same formula.
Awesome. So at last, do you want to say anything to the world who is watching and listening to our conversation?
Thank you for the opportunity. Thanks for listening and stay passionate and put that time in, put that investment into yourself. It's worth it. There's going to be ups and there's going to be downs, but that's still the experience is priceless. And I don't think I would change anything I've done before. I've tried to be as smart as I can and make the best decisions that I can. And I've taken risk. And sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't, but I still can learn from the risk, even if it doesn't work out. So believe in yourself and have fun and do your thing.
Awesome. So at last, as a person who is into Netflix, one of the top companies in the world, and you see a lot of content. It's a very great content creating platform. So what do
Hmm.
you say about my videos? Have you seen any videos of mine on YouTube?
No, I haven't seen them yet, but I'm gonna check them out after this. Do you do interviews or do you film content on your own? Like is this tech related content or is this just podcast?
Uh, I take into personally I did bachelor's in computer science and engineering and
Okay.
master's in software engineering.
Oh
So
wow.
so I take interviews of people like you who are into technology, who are into different parts of the world, not only
Hmm.
uh, in particular part. I took more than 400 plus interviews in last 1 year, and
400. Damn,
uh,
that's a lot
who
of content, man.
who are extremely influential people who are into IT for
Hmm.
more than 30 years, 20 years, 15 years, 5 years,
Wow.
2 years, even the interns I took. I mean,
Okay,
just to
nice.
understand the diversity and understand the
Yeah.
culture. And I just wanted to prove that and prove myself and also tell to the world that a person from a particular part of the planet can connect and communicate and can
Mm.
establish connection between any species, any human being. And I just want to project it on my YouTube channel and doing this.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic, man. I mean, like, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel today. Like, I mean, this platform sounds amazing. If you have that many videos, you might want to think about launching your own platform outside of YouTube. If you have that much content, you can build your own like online school, and maybe one day you'd have something as big as Coursera on your own.
I don't have anything in my mind right now, but I'm
You got
trying to
time.
correct. Yeah, I'm trying to
Hmm.
understand. I'm trying to educate myself from people like you, learning from experiences from people like you, and
Man, like education is important. So just remember that there's always going to be a place for you to help educate more people. So what you're doing now is amazing by interviewing and then you sharing the interviews out with the world so people can learn from them. And then now you just start thinking about the skills that everybody's saying that they need. And if there's a way for you to help those people get those skills, then maybe you got something.
what do you say about my questioning in this conversation?
Oh, they were great. They were great. Like they were solid questions. They were flowing back to back to back. So they weren't random and all over the place. And they weren't too detailed where like I didn't have to answer anything that I couldn't answer because of work. But they also weren't too easy where I don't think anybody could get anything from them. So I enjoyed them.
Thank you, sir. Keep going. Keep doing what you love, and I'm
You too, man.
keep
Now I'm about
inspiring
to go
people.
to your YouTube channel now and try to find it. Uh did you link to it from your Twitter account?
Yeah,
Smart Cherries, right?
Smart Cherry's Thoughts YouTube channel.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to go subscribe right now to it, man. Thank you for this interview, man. I appreciate it. And just email me whenever it's up and I can watch it.
Yeah. Can you look at it right now? Can you tell your observation?
Uh, oh yeah. No. Wow, it's a lot of people on here. A lot of videos, man. Yeah. This is a mental health community member podcast, social enterprise, president of the yeah, no, man. Like I love this. This is great. Like I can see all of your hard work, like the time, all of the time that you've put into this. You've interviewed a lot of people. I see some other people from Netflix on here, some data engineers. Yeah, man. Chatting with Venezuelan registered nurse, freelance developer from Malaysia. Yeah, it's a lot of people on here, man. I think you should just think about maybe putting some time into some advertising to get more people to know about your platform, and that's it. Because you got all the content. Yeah, life coach, epilepsy parent. Yeah, just keep producing these videos, man. And like I said, if I was you, I would start doing a little bit of advertising, maybe to get some more traffic. But that's it.
That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me, sir. And people like you will encourage me a lot and inspire
Yeah.
me.
I mean, you're doing your thing, bro. Congratulations with you, man. Like I can see all of the videos, hundreds of videos. This is dedication. Like, I'm excited to be a part of this group of people. Thanks for the opportunity. Yeah, I'm looking now. Wow. Yeah. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, Fonz. And do you have any message to the world who is watching this?
Oh, no, just keep working hard. Keep working hard like Smart Cherries Tech, and you'll get really far. You'll get really far. And make sure you watch all of these videos on here. Like I'm about to watch them, and I'm sure I'm gonna learn something new from here. There's a lot of interesting content on here, man. Thanks for producing this. Wow. A lot of videos on there, bro.
Can I put this video on my YouTube channel with your permission?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
And also, can I
No
put this
problem.
audio and video clip on my podcast, website, internet, social media, everywhere with your permission?
Sure. And I'm gonna subscribe now to your channel. Like I just subscribed.
Thank you, sir. Keep
No
inspiring.
problem. Yes, you too, man. Like I can't wait to watch my video up there. Like I feel like a star.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
Ciao.